Life can pass you by so quickly, and it's so easy to get caught up in the small details, to just keep going without really thinking about whether you want to go that way or not. Always prioritize your time and space. To have time and space to prioritize. I felt so rushed every day, and I felt like I was living someone else's life. I don't know how it got this far. I thought that I had escaped this set up life by becoming an artist. I was very aware of the fact that I wanted to live different, that I wanted to have a life with meaning. But somehow it still got a hold of me, and I was just not happy with all the art commissions and the endless emails, always having to be happy with so little financial exchange for what I was doing, and not having the time to make new work that I wanted to create, and to be working with chemical materials and so forth. And I was especially unhappy with the constant hurry. There was so much that needed to be done within a year, and I thought the more the better. Everything was based on my ego. It was so important for me to be accepted by others. And I had made my life so complex, it was hard to accept that I was doing something wrong and that I needed to change something. Simplification is 10 times more valuable than most people appreciate. More complexity equals slower results plus a higher cost. Less complexity equals faster results plus a lower cost. Every second of the day seemed so difficult. My home seemed so difficult to maintain, and there was always so much that needed to be done, that needed to be bought, renewed, replaced, repaired, thought about, and so forth. It was endless, and there was no time or space to build up a life of meaning. I felt like I was stuck in a sort of rat race, and I just did not want to be part of the fast-paced life anymore. It never felt right to me to go through the motions of everyday life without reflecting on them and considering if they even should be there at all, and if these were the right motions for me. It did not feel good to me to work so much, to be so busy with being busy, to spend so much, to spend so carelessly, to be in a hurry all the time, and to be so careless with time in general. I thought there must be a simpler way. There must be a life where enough is enough, a life where there is peacefulness and where there is time and where there is meaning, where it feels as if I'm the writer of my own story. There were so many things that did not work for me, but that I did not even think that could be different. For example, like having a very large closet filled with tons of clothes in all different colors, materials, shapes, and varieties. It is so not for me, but I did not even consider it was a possibility to have a tiny and simple wardrobe, that it was possible to just own a few very similar clothes. Another example are decoration, furniture, and organizing stuff, and all the things that have very little meaning to me, but that I stuff my home with, and where I spend my time on cleaning them, thinking about needing to clean them, and so forth. And just this general idea of our homes being spaces for storage and filled with stuff. This idea of our homes being chaos and clutter. I wanted and I needed the exact opposite. My home needs to be an empty space, a space to rest and to recharge. It is not a storage space for stuff that I don't even need or use anyway. Society gives you this template of how a bedroom, a living room, a closet, work life, and all those stuff should look like, but maybe you want to have a different kind of template, one that is designed by yourself. Filling space and time with stuff, distractions, and so much things to do, and all of those everyday choices that need to be done, like what to buy, what to cook, what to wear. There are tons of daily choices that need to be thought about, having it in your mind, exhausting us. But those tiny choices that are so small and unimportant fill up our whole days, and there's just no time left to think about those big choices that can change our life. I just wanted to get rid of those daily, aggravating choices that were so unimportant. Hopefully, we can let go of needing to live into what society thinks we're supposed to be, or a family of origin thinks we're supposed to be, and just pursue a life that is authentic to us. So it all starts with taking small steps, and for me, my most important thing was to begin with my environment, because it's not something that is easy to change in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and it's not about having a quick change, it's about having the right change. It's a lot to get rid of the system that is imprinted inside of us from childhood, and it takes time to uneducate ourselves and re-educate ourselves to create an authentic life that fits us. For me, especially, space was very important and my number one priority to start, because my physical space has such a huge influence on my mental space. I could impossibly focus on other things if my physical space is distracting me. Also, it was so much easier to start with that as a first step. And decluttering is a physical act that felt very empowering. It is a step you can take right away, and you can already see so much improvement. So that is why it feels so empowering to let go of stuff. I hope that this helped you in some form or way, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.